Whoa. Hola, Mauri. How's it going? Yes, I was putting the face cam on. I have just been on a podcast episode. Well, I have hosted a podcast episode. Sadly, I forgot to stream it, and yeah, I started. Uh, so yeah, I'm decent as well. I wanted to in this 30 minutes or something like that, 20-30 minutes. I wanted to make a short 20-minute stream, and yeah, I wanted to. I guess before I forget, right, do this kind of quick after the fact stream of it. I wanted to explain that I forgot to not forgot, but that I didn't stream it. But luckily, I recorded it. So yeah, that's nice. And yeah, I can also say what we talked about, and it was an interesting conversation. And I wanted to thank as well, Brian. Yeah. So yeah, yo, how's it going? I just finished the interview that I talked about last week that I was preparing for, and yeah, it ended a little bit earlier. I hadn't prepared that many things, right? So we more or less got here, but it was a satisfactory interview or slash podcast. More, it was more a conversation than an interview, right? And yeah, I wanted to do some post that and also to put all of these things on a text file uh, so that I can see hashtag not description. How can I say? Links. I don't know. Links for the description. This usefulbooks.com is the place where he's working at apparently, and sure, since I looked it up, let's write it down. Help this book. I'm not going to link this one. I'm going to link the actual book. Link the actual book. Unusual tech jobs. This is not something that I checked on the interview. This is the previous episode of the podcast that I've made. This is my website that I showed on stream. This is his website. Wait, where is it? This? Oh, I don't know. And this is his wife's uh, ceramic things, and it's really interesting. He showed this piggy bank. That was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. I ran out of cereal. Oh. Lol, the details are crazy. So I guess I could. Should I upload it straight up without editing it? Because this one was double edited by Prirat and by me. Yeah, it's pretty detailed. It's crazy. And yeah, what did we talk about? We talked about a big part was about AI, like he's anti AI, right? He's against this AI scraping all his sites, and he thinks that it's making the web worse, right? Putting like all, it's making social media worse because you are now competing against so many more people who are like just putting stuff out there, but I don't know, and aren't real humans, right? So it finding actual people with whom to connect with is getting harder. So we talked a little bit about that. We talked about the web, about some of his trajectory and some of his jobs, etc. And about his co-working sessions. He hosted some co-working sessions. And a couple of more things. It was an interesting conversation. I have summed it up pretty quickly, but yeah, it was like an hour and a half. And then he, with a couple of personal questions and all that. Yeah, the data is coming from somewhere, right? Not every model is learning from stock footage. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we are talking about language models, right? So it's like text in this case, right? And he actually checked, and he checked a dataset from like Google, and this dataset includes his websites, right? And obviously no one asks for permission because it's like the web, right? So yeah, it was interesting to get his perspective on it and his like reflection on it. And he was like, also, he's trying to sense a direction, trying to know where to go, right? Trying to see, okay, where do I go from here? About books, about his books, his rating, paywalling, these things. Very interesting topic to touch. I like that. I will upload that video as a standalone video. Probably not soon, not gonna lie, because, yeah. But I will eventually get to it. I hope it's less than 6 months, as I took with the Pre-Rat podcast, because I took 6 months to edit that. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I wanted to stream it. Maybe I'll upload the raw footage as a raw link, and then I will edit it and upload it again. I don't know. I don't know what I will do, to be honest. I wanted to stream it, by the way, and I clicked a button on OBS here. See? But I pressed this one instead of the up one, which is nice because at least I have it recorded, which was nice. But I forgot to press start a stream, right? Sorry, I didn't press start stream. I guess I don't know why I didn't press both. I think I wanted to press just one because I only wanted to stream, right? I didn't want to save it on my computer and have it just up and have it and to never think about it again. Like to not think about editing it because yeah, I get a little bit when I think about editing it, but yeah. I assumed you use hotkeys. No, I raw dog OBS. I use hotkeys for how do you say? Oops, that's my web. That's my email. I use hotkeys for how do you say? Screenshots. For that, I do use hotkeys. But to make the thumbnails, for that I do. But for anything else, I don't really. And yeah, I guess I can. Let's see. How's it going, Hania, by the way? Vikets. It should be 2025, 200125. This one at 2 gigabytes. Okay, this part wasn't being streamed. I have started just now.
Okay. Great. Welcome, everyone.
Okay, so I show my email on this fucking this, so I guess I will edit it. taking this call with me, and I wanted to first. I mean, who cares, to be honest? Because, like, for example, I just showed on stream my email as well, so who cares? But start with like why. All good, I guess. I had some problems with uni, so now I basically dropped 2 out of 3 courses I was doing, but I think I mentioned it before. Yep, you did. Next week I have a text, and then I am done for the moment. I guess some pause at least. Still no new solutions regarding the other thing, right? Good luck on your next test next week. Oh, by the way, I was going, I guess, to mention it is tomorrow. Also, hi, Tebel. But next week, I'm not sure if I will stream. Tomorrow I will, but next week, I'm not sure if I will because I'm going to Munich for 1 week. So on Saturday and Sunday, I will probably not stay in the hotel and stream. But I don't know, if I feel like it, maybe I will do some kind of like IRL live stream. If I'm I'm also going in group, right? We will be 4 of us there, so we stay 4 of us, stay Saturday and Sunday as well. So yeah. Oh, tomorrow I have to work from 4:30 to 11 a.m. Oh shit, and then from 4 to 10. So yeah, bye. I really live stream. I'm down. I'll be there. It was not a promise. It was just like airing something out because I will, and that's like the least probable of the probabilities, right? The most probable of the probabilities is that I won't stream next week. Sorry, but yeah, and yeah, that does suck. That's a lot of hours. From that's probably illegal, right? From 4:30 to 11, and then from 4 to 10. Actually, not because it is like 3 hours, right? 4. I know it's like 4 to 11 is like 6:30, right? And then 4 to 10 is like another 6. That's 12:30 in a day. I don't know. I'll have to work like that for the next 16 days after the end of Lunar New Year. Damn. Last week you were happy about it, right? Last week you were like, Happy Lunar New Year or something. What do you do? What do you work as? Is it some store about selling something? Packet delivery or like packet pote? Packet Zustella. Part-time job server at a coffee outdoor cafeteria. Part-time job server at a outdoor cafeteria. Okay, interesting. Have you that salty coffee, right? Salty Vietnamese coffee. Bro, why am I always showing my emails? I'm so retarded. Why do I click Twitter? I didn't want to click this. What the fuck did I want to do? Actually do? Why do I do automatic movements? Let's see. I think I wanted to do this. Okay, check my notes. I have one topic for tomorrow, but I will leave it for tomorrow because if I don't leave it for tomorrow, I don't have anything to say tomorrow. So yeah. Well, tomorrow I actually have to say all. Okay, I'm going to quickly say the things that I did this week. Yesterday I hung out. Okay, post. Let's see. Post talk reflections. let's say 25. Bro, what? It changed the order, right? Yes. Okay, this part. So, post talk reflections. It was nice talking with Brian. He was interesting. Anyway, need to rest. Have a nice rest. Have a good week. Have a good 16 days. Try to survive and yeah, take care. No matter how much I curate my shit on Twitter, I still get awful stuff popping up on my feed. I mean, I don't mind the post. That post was funny, but yeah. Essentially, what was I going to say? Kind of final thoughts. No, not the final thoughts. Post interview thoughts. Cool conversation, interesting. The topics were interesting, like these LLMs, AI taking over social media, etc. Good or bad? Basically bad. But is it survivable or not? What to do about it? We're still thinking about it. We don't have the answers, etc. just don't have Twitter easy. He doesn't have Twitter, for example. That was his move. I still do, to be honest, and I don't mind it. But it does have negatives, very, very heavy negatives. So I understand. I definitely understand his decision. We talked also a lot. Well, we talked about what else did we talk about? About connecting with people online, right? How to do it well, how to actually get to do it. So he did mention something at some point about, hey, if someone's watching this stream, sure, hit me up on email or something like that, right? It's like, if you are a real person, etc. Definitely check his website out. He's an interesting guy. He has books out, etc. So if the titles appeal to you, if you're like into that. I actually don't have Twitter anymore. I used to have it for patch notes on games. What do you play? And yeah, I like the conversation. He has a farm, so that was an interesting part of the conversation as well, and that led to asking where he is, etc. So yeah, North Georgia or no, like Northeast Georgia or something like this, not Northwest Georgia, somewhere in the US, basically. And he has like this small plot of land, and he has farming. He does some farming, right? City guy doing farming stuff. And yeah, this discussion about connecting with people online and how to do it, right? How to develop an audience, you could say, right? I have you guys as an audience. We talked a little bit about it. I wish I had streamed it because maybe you guys would have seen it, and there would have been some questions or something that I could have pulled up. But yeah, I'm glad I don't know, I didn't care about it because I could focus on the conversation. Mostly Terraria nowadays, a little GTA online here and there, helping my boys. But other than that, I'm busy with life. Interesting. Maybe one day I will ask you to do heists with me or something. I always wonder if busy with life is now a good or bad thing. What do you do, Mauri? I have a friend called Mauri, by the way, Mauricio. In real life, I mean. Yeah, I could have played it in the background for sure while fregando. Fregando is washing dishes or like doing that. So yeah, okay. Now back to real, not back to. I think I have not eloquently said many things, but I work for the government. I take care of my viejos and get paid. Nice. One of those government old people residencies, I guess. Ah, no, or you take care of your viejos as in your viejos. Simple and the pay is decent. I am going to Munich next week, so tomorrow maybe I will do some how do you call it, packing preparations, right? Tomorrow morning I will probably pack and think about packing, etc. What to pack? Does it all fit in one bag? Do I have to take 2 bags? Blah blah blah. And then on stream I may talk about the plans for that I have for next week. Okay, because we already have some planning. My concerns, my worries, my all of that is left for tomorrow. I will do it for so that I don't forget. $26. It's hard to say. I wish I had more free time, to be honest, but I don't think my job it's probably the most comfortable I've ever been in a while. Nice. A friend of mine has a kind of government job. He's like working for Spanish national television. Actually, the friend that is called Mauri as well. But he says like lately he's like busy as fuck because he's studying for this opposition. It's called opposition in Spanish. It's like an exam where after you pass it, they give you like a place in the government, right? A place in these kind of government type corporations. And he's also been having busy days as well. So sounds fine. I think I wouldn't work all day, but I also wouldn't really do much with my free time anyways. If I visit Berlin, not next week obviously, but one day, if I go to Berlin, we will do one IRL stream and it will be crazy. Nah, just kidding. We will eat dinner and then watch someone else's stream on my stream or something like that. Or maybe I go to Berlin for a week and you get sick, or like you're in Niedersachsen or something like that. So if you love someone, you will give them all the time and attention you can. I just got lucky with the job and the hours they gave me, but yeah, I will do anything for my viejos. What do you mean with my viejos? Do you mean your parents, or do you mean? Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I'm also reading this book. Did I show it yesterday? Last stream, I think I did. I got halfway, and I should finish by tomorrow morning. No, not by tomorrow morning, but like Monday, I should have finished it. Which I think it's not going to happen, so I'll take it to Germany probably. But I'm going to try to at least get as far into the book as possible so that I can partake in the book club discussions. Yeah, my parents. Yeah, but what do you mean exactly with your parents? Like, do you mean that you are working this government job to pay for like your parents' expenses, etc., to support your parents, or do you mean that it's related to your parents in some way. Like, I don't get it. I think it has to be the first thing, right? Zubehör. That word came into my mind. I was trying to speak French the other day and only German comes out. I'm like, I find it funny. Every time I look at the stream and then I see a pic, like someone joined in, I'm silent. I've stopped talking for some reason. Sorry, that's how life goes. Sorry, new viewer. We talked about that as well, about providing no value in my case, right? Well, we didn't talk about it as a conversation topic. I just mentioned it. I was like, okay, let's provide no value to anyone at the beginning of the stream. I didn't actually use this intro like talking to people and like I should have maybe. Fuck. Actually, since I have recorded it, maybe I can simply just edit it in. It's not like I said, welcome Brian to the Talking to People Online podcast or anything like this. I demand no value. Hey Brian, that's Brian, the person who has just been on the Talking to People Online podcast. Oh yeah, I saw the channel. Looking empty right now. I'm working a job that the government pays me for just for normally taking care of them. Ah, whoa, what? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I'm working for a job that the government pays me just for normally taking care of them, like I have for many years. So instead of having to work a job and be busy and have to pay someone else, I take care of them and get paid. Simple as that. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't know that kind of job existed. What the fuck? That's interesting. Is it a job or is it just called something like support or something like that, like government aid or something like this? Careful with that because if like they're not the same things, right? If you're getting government aid, it's like it counts not against you in a way, but like yeah, you are kind of like you are not getting like you are not making social security contributions, etc. Right? So it's not the same. Let's check. Working. Let's see. The job does exist, I guess, right? Like this kind of. For example, my grandparents do have someone who comes to their house and like does things, but I think it's a private thing. It's not like a government thing. I don't even know what to look for. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I had another thing written on my list that I forgot to ask about that I overread. Since I didn't have it too elaborated, I just wrote Google Chrome. I didn't. I was like, what do I say on the? What do I ask Brian? Do I ask Google Chrome? Because you have the last YouTube video that you had published, right, or not published, available to look at, was this "Don't use Google Chrome" video, right? And it so happens that I'm using not Google Chrome, I'm using Microsoft Edge, which to be honest I hate precisely because it doesn't have Google's things in it. But yeah, I was like, interesting, right? But yeah, I'm using Microsoft. It makes no sense because I'm using Microsoft Edge because Google Chrome had too many tabs. I had too many tabs open, so I was like, okay, just to quickly check for German, to like learn German, right? In case I want to look some vocabulary up, but I don't want to get distracted by the rest of the internet, let's just use Microsoft Edge for those quick lookup cases, right? Or when I'm streaming, let's have the streaming browser, this one, have just the streaming thing over here, right, on this second monitor. But look at how it is. It didn't work. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, but this is like a state Medicaid program, right? No, it's a job. You gotta do background check and all that. It's just like a regular job. I also only know of the private ones, apart from nursing homes, but you have to pay to be there too, I think. Yes, so some people are nurses that check on you, some people are caretakers that do the same thing. I signed up because I was already taking care of them as well in the opportunity. So I'm a professional. Lol, yeah, Firefox implemented similar tracking a month after I made a video. I give up. Lol. Sad. What browser do you use now then? Okay, yeah, the similar tracking that you mentioned was like this AI agent. It was like about AI as well, right? It was like about this specifically AI agents being allowed to do something, right? I don't know. It's interesting. I guess it is a job in a sense, right? Yeah. I think legally it's not called. Actually, maybe legally it is employment, right? I don't know. But it doesn't make a difference, I guess. Like in my mind, it makes a difference in the sense that if you do have a job, I don't know, you are kind of getting like, I don't know, there are like things like a 401k, so you can like divest a little bit of that, or like employers match in contributions to like pension funds, etc. Right? So if you are not, don't have a job, but are like on aid, also like if you have a job, it doesn't disqualify you from, well, actually it kind of does, right? But technically it doesn't disqualify you from having another job. Meanwhile, disability aid does disqualify you maybe from like, I don't know, doing a side hustle or whatever. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. So don't quote me on anything. But yeah, it was like it hits different in a way. But I got the Chrome plus uBlock Origin combo, and it has been like this for years. Yeah, I'm using uBlock Origin as well. Like the first thing, even though this is like the side browser, I still install it. But I don't use any particular filters or anything, to be honest. I'm not like, or like disable JavaScript or things like that. not AI, just using your browsing habits to build a profile to sell advertisers access to your eyeballs. If I understood it, they basically it into the browser directly, so extensions that block cookies, etc. no longer provide the privacy they used to. I don't know, whatever, I give up, lol. Yeah. I don't like Opera or Opera GX or the other explorers. I did use Firefox for my Windows 7 notebook XT. I have Firefox installed, but I use it for like other things. I use Edge for some other things. I use Chrome for like it was my main browser, but Edge has kind of replaced it because now it's where I have all of my tabs here, so I'm like, I don't know. Firefox is useful for the older OS. I don't know, maybe. Don't mess with Brian here. He definitely knows more about this stuff. Okay. Now I thought I was clever, but Google, etc. are way ahead of me. I think I'm going to close stream. Thank you, Brian, for the podcast, for the interview, etc. It's always nice meeting people online. I guess this stream, I didn't mention it right there, but I think I do keep coming back to streaming, even though, sorry, not even though, it's like because a couple of people popped up. Hanio pops up every day, right? Or almost every day when he can, and that's nice, right? So yeah, that's also another reason, right? I guess this is my way of, that's why I do keep coming back as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Next week I won't stream, but tomorrow, same hour more or less. And yeah, goodbye. Well, tomorrow for the streamer watchers, like regularly scheduled stream. And yeah, for Brian it's actually like half an hour after the call today. Bye. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure if you heard it or if you're still here, Brian. But I actually didn't stream it. I forgot. I not forgot. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the record button instead of the stream button. So it's not actually. It hasn't actually been streamed. I thought it was, but it haven't. Luckily, I did press the record button, so it is recorded. So I will upload it, but the problem, the whole thing that I wanted to avoid was editing. And now, since I recorded it, I kind of have to edit it. Right? I impose on myself the moral obligation to edit it. But yeah. Mike is messing up. Shit, sorry, true. I think I hit the table. But yeah, essentially, yeah, what I said, right? That I didn't actually get to record. I didn't actually get to stream the thing. I only recorded it. But yeah, goodbye. I think he left anyways, and you're the only one left, Mauri. But yeah. Now I'm actually closing the stream for you. Bye. Thank you for being here. Oops.